Hi folks, this is Dana Green Remedios, your health detective from Healthy Wealthy Habits. I am so happy to have you here today with me on this video because today we're going to talk about snacks. Everybody loves snacks, even though, did you know that people who do not snack, who just eat 3 meals a day, have better blood sugar control than people who snack? Yes, it's true. So you want to be eliminating the 2-3 snacks a day, the late night munchies, if you possibly can. If, however, we're talking about a young and growing person, or if you're being particularly active, you may need snacks. You may need a snack at 4 p.m. There might be times that you might need a snack. And when you're snacking, and if you're gonna do late night snacking, you want what's in your house to not be crap, right? Am I right? So we're gonna look at a few different popcorns mostly, and other crunchy types of snacks. So first up is, this is a personal guilty pleasure. These things are so good. It's like they're too sweet and they're too cheesy and they're kind of, but they're so good. And so unfortunately, I can't really keep anything but this size of a bag in the house because I think that it's just too easy to eat. But in terms of the ingredients, that's what we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be looking at this. We're going to be looking at some other popcorns such as this one. Hopefully these are brands that you're familiar with and you're interested in comparing them as well. Some of these are pretty new on the market, so you might find them for the first time on my video. This one, for example, has activated charcoal. I ate the whole other bag flavor of this before the video was ready to be made, so I won't be testing the other flavor. This is the sweet and salty flavor. The flavor that I ate all of was just plain sea salt, and it was pretty good. So other ones that we have today are the popcorners, also made with popcorn, but as a chip kind of, tortilla chip kind of style. And we have some other things in here, like this one is basically just a caramel corn. This is like just pure dessert. And this is a kind of a small batch. Almost, yeah, I don't know this company. This one's Skippy. So we'll see about that one. What else? This is really quite well known, the Skinny Pops. We're going to compare a bunch of these. So right now, oh, I got one more in here. The Queen Bee Sweet and Salty Popcorn. So why am I comparing a lot of popcorns? Well, first of all, popcorn is often in the health food store. It's supposed to be healthier than potato chips and a lot of the other stuff that we could be eating that's snacky. Let's find out if it's true. Let's read the labels. Let's compare and get to the bottom of it. Popcorn, if you didn't know, they tend to say on them, you know, organic, non-GMO, that kind of thing. All popcorn is going to be non-GMO. They don't make a GMO popcorn variety yet. So anytime you have a popcorn, that's a kind of corn that's going to be free from GMOs. So if that's a concern for you and you don't see the non-GMO verified sign on the bag, that's okay. They just didn't pay to get the non-GMO project to verify it, which is a huge cash cow, by the way. And that's okay. You're still going to be getting non-GMO popcorn. So this one, it says certified gluten-free, for example. It doesn't say non-GMO. That's okay. I know that the popcorn in here is non-GMO. Doesn't necessarily mean everything in here is non-GMO, but the popcorn itself is going to be free from GMOs. So let's do them one at a time. This one has non-GMO brown sugar, non-GMO cane sugar. It has non-GMO popcorn, which we know all popcorn is non-GMO. And it also has butter. So this is not dairy-free. It has salt. And it has brown rice syrup, sunflower oil, both of which are non-GMO. It says soy lecithin, but doesn't say that it's not GMO. Sea salt and baking soda. So that's what's in the caramel corn, the sweet part. This is a sweet and cheesy popcorn, which is kind of a weird idea, but tastes delicious. And in this one, there's also the cheese corn, which has non-GMO popcorn, non-GMO sunflower oil, cheddar cheese, which has a bunch of ingredients itself, cream, sodium phosphate, and salt. So it does contain milk, it does contain soy. It's certified as gluten-free, but every serving size has 15 grams of sugar. So there's a rule at our house that we shouldn't eat anything that has more than 10 grams of sugar per serving. So this is over the limit, which is why I don't keep it in the house. There's also going to be some saturated fats in it, some other types of carbs, basically. There's some fiber, but a lot of it's just going to be starch and stuff like that. What we're really looking at here is the sugar content, and then some of these ingredients, if you wanted to eat them, if you added them all together, there's brown sugar, cane sugar, brown rice syrup, and then there's also the fats. Do you like where these fats are coming from? Sunflower oil. Is that good for you? I'll leave that for you to decide. Some sunflower oil is better than other sunflower oil. So leave it for you to decide. How much of that type of oil you consume is a very important factor in your health. So next up, that was the C.H. Creeder's Popcorn Chicago Mix. Next up is this one, which is Popcorn Indiana, the original movie theater popcorn. So this one is butter flavor. They are gluten-free and whole grain on the front. And then they also talk about on the back, 0 sugars. Okay, 0 sugars per serving. But they do have 23 grams of carbs, so those will break down to sugars. But there's no added sugar in this one. It is just popcorn non-GMO vegetable oil, which is canola or sunflower, and clarified butter and salt. So this one, what we're really going to want to pay more attention to, since sugar is not the main problem with this one, is going to be the fat. There's 22 grams of fat per 3.5 cups, which, you know, depending on how you eat, what your macros are, that might be manageable for you, but do you want to be consuming canola and sunflower oil? Again, probably not the best fats. We really want to be getting good fats in our diet, not so much from here. So still maybe not perfect. Okay, let's see what else we got. This one, so I'm from Canada, so I love a good Canadian product. This one's certified here in Canada as organic. It's only 50 calories per cup. How much is this one? So this one is 300 calories per 3.5 cups, 50 grams. So they have a very different serving size. This is 50 grams, this is 30 grams. This one's a lot heavier. Can you guess why? It's because it's sweet and salty. So this one you can eat a lot more, a huge serving of 3.5 cups compared to a small serving of this one. Now, let's see, this one you get 5 grams of sugar for 3 cups. That's not so bad. You also get, how much sodium? 140 milligrams of sodium in this one. So these sweet and salty ones, if you're watching your sodium, this one has 330 milligrams of sodium. So this is definitely more of a salty, very salty, very sweet snack, which I don't usually recommend if you're trying to lose weight. You want blander foods. It's also going to be something that over time could kind of dull your taste buds to the real taste of foods. So again, delicious, but this is a little bit more moderate in terms of the salt and the sugar. So I think that one is a lot better for you as a choice. Let's move on to this caramel kettle corn. So this one here, this is also made in Canada. It's crafted in small batches. And it's my first time seeing this brand. Where are they from? Kamloops, BC. I'm from BC, so we like that. So this one is, a serving is 50 grams. It doesn't say how many cups that is. So we know from the other popcorns, 50 grams is probably 3.5 cups. Maybe it is less in the kettle corn. Maybe it's 3 cups like the last one that I had up. And so 12 grams of sugar per serving. So that's more than my 10 grams per serving rule at our house. However, if you ate less than 50 grams, maybe you ate a cup and a half, this could be okay. So where's the sugar coming from? We've got popcorn, canola and sunflower oil again, sugar, brown sugar, molasses, caramel flavor, salt, and soy lecithin. So this one also has soy. So this one has, in terms of the sodium, 115 milligrams of sodium. this is better, again, than the first one that was sweet and salty. So this is, again, a better choice for those of you watching your sodium. What else do we have here? So this one, these are the popcorn chip from Popcorners. So this is a sweet and salty kettle corn style chip with only 4 ingredients and never fried. So let's see what it says. We get 3 grams of sugar per serving. That's not too bad. A serving is 17 chips. And in that serving, you get 110 milligrams of sodium. Not bad at all. The ingredients are yellow corn, sunflower oil, cane sugar, and sea salt. So the difference between this one and some of the other ones is made with actual corn, not popcorn necessarily, made with yellow corn, which can be GMO. However, this one is certified as non-GMO, so we know that it's not such a bad choice, that one. Moving on, we've got maybe, oh, did I do the Skinny Pop? So, Skinny Pop. This one is non-GMO, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's peanut-free, so it doesn't have any things that you can't bring to school. So a lot of kids, I noticed, bring this as a snack at lunch. Certified vegan for people that want to be certified that there's no butter in it. There is no butter, no dairy in this one. So what they do add are popcorn, sunflower oil, and salt. So this one, you can feel free to try even if you are a vegan. Some of the other ones that we talked about had butter. Some of them didn't. It doesn't have canola oil, just the sunflower oil. So if you're avoiding canola oil, this is another good choice. Oh, I didn't read to you how much sodium and stuff like that. So this one has 0 grams of sugars, but it has only 40 milligrams of sodium per package, which is only a 14 gram serving. So they're giving you a smaller serving size than some of the others. This is more, this is an 80 calorie pack. So that's not too big of a serving. Let's see. I got some other things here today that we can compare in case you're interested. I'm not going to show any beet chips or any carrot chips or turnip chips or parsnip chips or anything like that today. I've eaten those many times and I find that they are really full of grease, and I don't care if it's from sunflower oil or what kind of oil it's from. It's so heavy for me. I just can't eat those parsnip chips anymore. I find them, they're good for a few bites and then it's too much. I think anytime you get oil in a packaged product, it's usually not very good, so I don't want to be eating that much of it. So I'm not going to eat or show you those deep fried vegetable chips today. This one is from Peas. So it's kind of a puff that they make with it. Organic whole green pea flour. So it's not just like fresh peas, it's flour made from peas, so more processed. But they do have peas as the first ingredient and not corn, which you may prefer, because if you look at the amount of protein here, 5 grams per serving with only 1 gram of sugar and 5 grams of dietary fiber, and you get 200 milligrams of sodium in a serving. That's quite a bit of sodium. So not high in sugar, but a little bit higher in sodium. It is, however, made with peas, so pretty good. And it's certified organic, gluten-free, all that stuff, and non-GMO, product verified. So we also have another flavor from the same company. So I got these. I've tried this one, white cheddar, before, and actually I thought it was okay. Sea salt, though, would probably be my preference, because if we look at the white cheddar, sodium is 190 grams on this one and 200 grams on the sea salt. Actually, this one's less. That's amazing. No, this one's more. This one's less. This one has less salt. Okay, so this one has, though, something in it. Oh, yeah, right. This one has the cheddar cheese and milk and powder and yeast and stuff. So it has a lot more ingredients. That's what it is about this one. So this one has the whole green pea flour, whole brown rice flour, vegetable oil, which includes sun or safflower oil, and sea salt. This one has the same pea flour and brown rice flour and the same oil. It also has more rice flour, sea salt, organic cheddar cheese, cheese culture, salt, yeast extract, natural flavor, organic onion powder, lactic acid powder, citric acid, sodium phosphate. So it has a few more preservatives in it, and it's not vegan friendly. If you're vegan, this one won't work, or if you have a dairy that you're either allergic to or avoiding, this one wouldn't be a good flavor choice for you, the white cheddar. But these are Peas Please from Peeled Snacks. And next up, we got some potato snacks. I don't eat potatoes, but if you do, you might want to try Spokes. A lot of people like them a lot. They are basically pretzel shapes made from potato. Now, they're never oil fried. There aren't any preservatives, and that's great. I think making stuff from potato flour, it's kind of like what you might get with a Pringles or something like that. Okay, yes, it's dairy and gluten-free and preservative-free. There's no artificial flavors and colors. So if you are a Pringles fan, this is something you could gravitate to maybe. It's a very similar texture. Yeah, if you're gonna eat potato, this is better than a potato chip and better than a Pringle. So this is a better option for you, for sure. It's a cleaner option. It's got 0 grams of sugars for this sea salt flavor. And in terms of the sodium, it's 1,050 milligrams for 8 cups. So you're not gonna eat 8 cups. You're not gonna get 1,000 milligrams. If you ate the whole bag though, that's how much you get. That's a lot of sodium. That's more than probably you need for the day in terms of sodium. Unless you're maybe on a keto diet and you need to get extra sodium. This is probably more salt than you require. Next up is their barbecue flavor. So a lot of the same claims: gluten-free, never oil fried, no preservatives, peanut-free facility, certified, non-GMO. They also have in this one, on top of the potato flour and potato starch, they've got a few other things like yeast and spices and corn maltodextrin. So if you're avoiding corn, this one won't work for you. The malic acid, citric acid are still preservatives, even though they're natural. There's honey and vinegar and sunflower oil and natural flavor and spices. And so if you have a lot of allergies to things, you're very reactive, I wouldn't go for barbecue flavor, but the sodium content, believe it or not, is actually lower in this one. It's 680 milligrams. So it goes to show that if you get the sea salt flavor in chips, then often that is high in sodium. Again, that's for 8 cups, so you're not gonna eat 8 cups. If you eat 1 cup, it's only 85 milligrams of sodium. So I've just got 3 more to go. I'll be really quick here. These are a nacho chip. These ones, what I like about them, the canola oil is expeller pressed. It doesn't say how they process it after expeller pressing, but there are no artificial ingredients or flavors, and it is certified all the different ways, like certified non-GMO for the ground corn that makes up the main ingredient in this. Again, not good for vegans, this flavor, but I'm sure you can get the sea salt flavor and it would not have the cheese flavoring. Another way that you can eat are these Simply Protein chips. So if you're trying to get more protein, this is also again made with pea protein. This one is made with pea protein, potato flakes, potato starch, and it has sugar added. Added sugar only amounts to 2 grams per serving though, so which is about this much, 33 grams at a time. So even this barbecue flavor, it only has 2 grams of sugar, but has 400 grams of sodium. So that's very high in sodium. So again, watch your sodium intake. And I don't eat potato, but again, it's better to eat something that's a little bit more natural. It's getting, you know, some cleaner ingredients than maybe a traditional chip. And last but not least, Vegan Rob's Brussels sprout puffs. So these are kind of like a cheesy texture. If you like cheesies, you should really try these. These are a hit actually with kids, believe it or not, even though they are Brussels sprout puffs. They're plant-based, certified as such, and they have a lot of different designations on them. There's only 1 gram of sugar, and they only have 21 grams of carbs for the 1 bag serving. However, they do get, they're made with organic whole grain sorghum flour, organic sunflower or safflower oil, nutritional yeast, rice bran, Brussels sprout powder, and such. So they're not paleo friendly. If you don't do grains, this one won't work. And they do have 220 milligrams of sodium. So again, you gotta be ready to get a lot of salt anytime you eat most of these. So that's it for today. My snack, crunchy, salty snack rundown. I hope that that was informative for you. You know which popcorns are maybe going to suit your diet and which ones won't. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.